Hey, this is yours truly, the coach. And once again, this is another Rhubarb Crisp post-game report. It was already partly done by Riley Mack and Cody Didachek, which, oh my goodness, that video was absolutely hilarious. So, I'm only gonna do what they forgot to fill in. And basically, yeah, just go on with related news and notes and whatnot. And yep. Alright, so let's go on to it. The first period, oh dear. Like, I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know. It was just not a good first period for me. There was a pass to the side of the net, which Mark Laferriere of Project Mayhem would tap it in to make it one other thing Project Mayhem. Cale McBride and Tyler Grove would then hook up on a passing play, and Grover would fire in the backhander to tie the game. But like I said, the first period was not a very good one, obviously. I think I recall, let's see, a weak shot going by me, which I should have had that, and then, I don't know, they had a third one go in, but to end the period, Rhubarb would make it 3-2. So we go on to the second. Oh wait, before we go on to the second period, to start the second period, Cody Didachek was caught on an illegal change and would get a penalty for that. And on the ensuing penalty kill, Matt Hickey would deliver a cross check, which would put the Crisp 2 men down. Now, in the second, Corey Balkin does a good job killing off the penalty. He has the ball in the corner when I thought this should have been a slashing penalty, but the Project Mayhem player would try to reach in to hit the ball. I understand that, but it was a pretty wicked swing, and it would hit Balkin in the leg. No call. Eventually, Balkin would lose the ball, and Project Mayhem come the other way, do a passing play, and make it 4-2. I'm not too happy about that. And then Project Mayhem. Oh wait, no. No, that's right. Project Mayhem would net another one. As the first shot, I got a piece of it, but Mark Laferriere would put home the rebound to make it 5-2. But Rhubarb Crisp would then get a power play, and Brett and Fuchuk would wire a wrist shot through the legs of Steven Katapotis to make it 5-3. Now we go on to the third period. No wait. Before the third period occurred, just as a buzzer beater, Tyler Grove would just wire one top shelf to make it 5-4. And I mean, after all, I put on Twitter that to beat Steven Katapotis, you gotta put it top shelf, where Mama hides the cookies. So anyways, we go on to the third period. Before we talk about the third period, Riley Mack was talking about my lack of encouragement on the bench, and he said to fire him up, give him more compliments. So this is hilarious. So I said, nice wrist shot, Riley. He's like, what'd you say to me? That's hilarious. That did motivate Riley Mack, as he would set up Cody Didachek, who would walk in and would shelf one on the short side to tie the game. And then Kale McBride would then take the lead as he would shelf one, and then Rhubarb would add another one, and then the coach would settle down and make some saves for once. And that's about it, as Rhubarb would take that one 7-5. So we're gonna go on to a few facts. So far, Rhubarb seems like the third period is where we really turn it on. I mean, we had a good third period against Fury, even though we weren't losing. We came back against the Cherry Pickers in the third period, and sure enough, we come back against Project Mayhem in the third period. So anytime you can come up big in the third period, that's always a good thing, because the third period, unless the game's already out of hand, the third period is like the most important period. It's the period where you gotta shine, Yeah. So Riley Mack posted on his Twitter saying that Ross Cook has not showed up for a Rhubarb Crisp win. Hopefully that fact fires up Saucy Rossi, and he resorts to maybe going for the simple goals. Like, who was it? Was it Bobby Ryan that told him go for the simple goals, and he went on a bit of a scoring streak by the end of the season? I can't remember. Any of last year? I can't remember. It was something like that. And yeah. So I love how in Cody and Riley's video they were saying that Kerry Fraser should have been there. The only thing though is that the only reason why Kerry Fraser is not reffing at Duncan, because I think he'd blush and to be too humiliated by Cody Didicek's hairdo. It could be worse. It could be worse. He hasn't seen Matthew Pohl's hairdo, the classic mullet there. It's like he's a member of the Rockers. Yeah. Oh, and Riley Mack also gave me some basically some advice. He said meditation's key, and that's an interesting comment. That's something I did after I had a bad second period against the Cherry Pickers, and I kind of settled down. Yeah, I allowed 2 more goals, but that's about it. And I didn't really have any chance on any of those, and it helped me play better. So yeah, if I'm getting frustrated, I gotta make sure to meditate between periods if I have to, like a short meditation, whatever. And of course, I'm gonna keep trying to do the fingers up position. If I have to, I'll tap the bottom of my pad and put it in the right position. And of course, before the game, I'll use the tennis ball trick. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Okay, my my dad's not here, so he's not gonna get mad at it. Basically, the tennis ball trick is, you throw the tennis ball off the wall and you catch it with your hand. So it sort of looks like this. Again, my dad's not here, so he's not gonna get mad at me for this. Weak sauce. It's still a work in progress, but you get the idea. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it 3 stars because Diddy and Riley Mack beat me to it. Whatever, I'm not bitter. Yeah, we got a double. Next games, we got a double hitter against Project Mayhem, and we play against the Crease Violators as well. Also in other news, It's kind of sad to say, but the Selkirk fishermen were eliminated by the Norway House North Stars. But it means that now they're going to be playing for the Crisp, and should be able to make a lot of the games. And yeah. Also, I'm not too sure if I'll be able to make the second Crisp game. I'm hoping Brett and Fuchsia can play net, but if I have to miss my soccer playoff game, and so be it. But we'll see what happens. I'll definitely let Joey Menard know what's up. All right. Well, okay. So yeah, that's it for me. And this video has been brought by RhubarbCrispHockey.com. All the information's on there. About Rhubarb Crisp, that is. Follow the Crisp on Twitter. Seagram's 83 Whiskey, the whiskey choice of Rhubarb Crisp. Rhubarb Crisp Thirsty Thursdays, which is where most of Rhubarb Crisp games are. And Friday, and just, yeah. So that's all for me. And the best crisp is Rhubarb Crisp.